The red-necked phalarope, Phalaropus lobatus, is a striking and graceful species of shorebird known for its remarkable behaviors, distinctive plumage, and fascinating migration patterns. This bird, which belongs to the family Scolopacidae, is characterized by its small size, slender body, and long, fine bill, making it perfectly suited for its aquatic and coastal habitats. The red-necked phalarope stands out among shorebirds due to its unique sexual dimorphism, with males and females exhibiting different physical traits and roles in reproduction. These birds are migratory, often traveling vast distances between their breeding and wintering grounds, and they are particularly notable for their impressive feats of long-distance migration. Native to the Arctic regions of North America, Europe, and Asia, the red-necked phalarope is most commonly found in coastal and wetland habitats, where it feeds on small invertebrates such as crustaceans, insects, and mollusks. It has a remarkable ability to forage in water, often seen spinning in circles while creating small whirlpools to stir up food from the depths. This unique feeding behavior is not only an interesting feature of the bird's ecology but also a key factor in its survival, as it enables the phalarope to access food that is otherwise difficult to reach. The red-necked phalarope's breeding season is a time of striking transformation for both males and females. During the summer months, the male bird typically takes on a more subdued, mottled brown and gray plumage, which helps it blend in with its surroundings on the ground. The female, on the other hand, boasts a more vivid and colorful appearance, with a striking red or orange hue on the neck and chest, hence the name red-necked phalarope. This vibrant plumage is not just for display but plays an essential role in attracting mates. In many species of birds, males display their plumage to signal their fitness, but in the case of the red-necked phalarope, it is the female who takes on this role. The female competes for mates and often mates with multiple males during the breeding season. This unusual reversal of typical sexual roles is one of the most interesting aspects of the species' behavior. During the breeding season, the red-necked phalarope can be found in the wetlands and marshes of the Arctic, where it builds its nest in the dense vegetation near the water. The female typically lays a clutch of 4 eggs, which are incubated by the male. After hatching, the chicks are precocial, meaning they are born with their eyes open and are able to walk and swim shortly after birth. The male cares for the young, leading them to water where they can forage for food. The female, having completed her role in the breeding process, often leaves the nest and may begin her journey southward before the chicks have fully fledged. The migration of the red-necked phalarope is one of the most impressive aspects of its life cycle. After breeding, the birds begin their long migration to warmer climates, traveling thousands of miles to their wintering grounds. In the fall, they leave the Arctic breeding grounds and fly to coastal waters along the coasts of Africa, South America, and southern Asia, where they spend the winter months. The birds travel in large flocks, and their migration is often timed to coincide with the availability of food in their wintering habitats. The phalarope's migratory journey is a testament to its endurance and navigational abilities, as it crosses vast expanses of ocean and land with remarkable precision. Red-necked phalaropes are often seen in large flocks during migration, particularly in areas where food is abundant. During these times, they gather in coastal wetlands, estuaries, and mudflats, where they feed on the rich diversity of invertebrates found in the mud. Their foraging behavior, which involves spinning in circles to stir up prey from the water, is both unique and highly effective. The bird's long, slender bill is perfectly adapted to capture small invertebrates, and its ability to forage in deeper water sets it apart from other shorebirds that are more restricted to the intertidal zone. The phalarope's feeding behavior also minimizes competition with other shorebirds, as it can access food that others cannot reach. Despite their small size, red-necked phalaropes are powerful and agile flyers. Their long-distance migration and ability to cover vast distances in search of suitable feeding grounds demonstrate their remarkable stamina and navigational skills. During their migration, the birds often travel along specific routes, following the patterns of ocean currents and winds that help guide them to their wintering grounds. The red-necked phalarope is known to fly over long stretches of open water during migration, with some birds crossing the vast distances between the northern and southern hemispheres without stopping. This ability to navigate such expansive territories is a testament to the bird's adaptability and endurance. The red-necked phalarope is also an important indicator species, as its presence in an ecosystem can provide valuable insights into the health of that environment. The bird's reliance on wetlands and coastal habitats means that they are particularly sensitive to changes in the environment, such as pollution, habitat degradation, and climate change. Wetland habitats, in particular, are under threat in many parts of the world, with urbanization, agricultural expansion, and industrial development all contributing to the loss of these critical areas. As such, the red-necked phalarope can serve as an early warning system for environmental degradation, with declines in phalarope populations often signaling larger issues in the health of the ecosystem. The red-necked phalarope's remarkable migration patterns and its role in the ecosystem make it a species of great interest to researchers and conservationists. Efforts to protect the bird's habitats, both in its breeding and wintering grounds, are essential for ensuring the continued survival of this unique species. Conservation programs aimed at preserving wetlands, protecting coastal ecosystems, and reducing pollution are vital for maintaining the health of the habitats that the red-necked phalarope relies on. Furthermore, international cooperation is key, as the bird's migratory route spans across multiple countries and regions, necessitating coordinated conservation efforts that can ensure the protection of its migratory corridors. While the red-necked phalarope is not currently considered to be at significant risk of extinction, its populations have been affected by changes in its habitat and food availability. As with many migratory species, the threats to the red-necked phalarope are often linked to broader environmental issues, such as climate change, habitat loss, and human activity. The increasing frequency of extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and the destruction of wetland areas all pose potential threats to the bird's ability to find suitable breeding and feeding sites. Efforts to address these challenges, such as habitat restoration and the establishment of protected areas, are crucial for ensuring the future of the red-necked phalarope. One of the most remarkable features of the red-necked phalarope is its ability to thrive in a wide range of environments. While the bird is most commonly associated with coastal and wetland habitats, it is also known to occupy a variety of other habitats, including inland lakes and rivers during migration. This flexibility allows the phalarope to adapt to changing conditions and take advantage of different food sources as they become available. Whether in the Arctic tundra, along coastal mudflats, or on inland lakes, the red-necked phalarope has proven itself to be a versatile and resilient species, capable of surviving in a variety of ecosystems. In the cultural and scientific realms, the red-necked phalarope has garnered attention for its unique behaviors and ecological significance. Ornithologists and birdwatchers around the world have long been fascinated by the bird's migratory patterns and distinctive feeding habits. The species has also become a subject of study for its role in ecosystem health, with researchers monitoring its populations as part of broader conservation efforts. The red-necked phalarope is a popular bird among birdwatchers, particularly during migration when large flocks can be observed in coastal habitats. The bird's striking appearance and interesting behaviors make it a favorite subject for photography, further raising awareness of its ecological importance. Throughout history, the red-necked phalarope has also held symbolic meaning in various cultures. In some indigenous cultures, shorebirds like the phalarope are seen as symbols of adaptability and resilience. Their ability to migrate across vast distances, navigate changing environments, and thrive in diverse habitats has made them a powerful symbol of endurance and survival. In other cultures, the bird's association with water and wetlands has made it a symbol of fertility and renewal, linked to the cycles of life and the interconnectedness of ecosystems. The red-necked phalarope's striking plumage, particularly during the breeding season, has also made it a subject of aesthetic admiration, inspiring artwork, poetry, and folklore. In conclusion, the red-necked phalarope is a bird of remarkable beauty, behavior, and resilience. Its ability to adapt to different environments, its fascinating migration patterns, and its unique role in the ecosystem make it a species of great ecological importance. Whether for its distinctive feeding behavior, its vivid plumage, or its impressive migration feats, the red-necked phalarope continues to captivate the imagination of birdwatchers, researchers, and conservationists alike. As a migratory species that spans vast geographical areas, its conservation depends on international efforts to protect the habitats it relies on. By safeguarding these habitats and addressing the broader environmental challenges that threaten its survival, we can ensure that the red-necked phalarope continues to grace our wetlands and coastlines for generations to come.